So I don't think the minimum wage is a good thing. I think it does more harm than good, but I'm certainly, as always, reasonably willing to be convinced otherwise. Let me see if this video from Reason TV will convince me.
This California McDonald's franchise owner says he's had to cut staffing by 10% in the past year.
And generally speaking, large corporations like McDonald's are fairly well insulated. The one famous study that I always get referenced in terms of the minimum wage being a good thing exclusively used large franchises like McDonald's or Burger King. And that study said, well, there's not really anything super bad that happened because of it.
And this chart might explain why. Last year, California increased its minimum wage for fast food workers from $16 to $20 an hour. Politicians like Governor Gavin Newsom hailed this as a great idea that would help working class Californians. But look at what happened to fast food jobs.
I don't know if you could see it. That's a small chart, but the line goes down. The line goes down. Ooh.
While employment in affected fields basically stayed the
Now, some people will say, let's go back. Some people will say, well, hey, look, the line was already going down. Yeah, that's because the line goes down before the law goes in effect because the law was announced before that. So people were anticipating that, okay, we're going to have to fire people. So business goes down.
While employment in affected fields basically stayed the same in other states, it's cratered in California. It looks like a lot of business owners couldn't afford the hike in labor costs, so they laid off employees or stopped hiring new ones, because the real minimum wage is $0.
As always, that is the meme. Minimum wage, for real, is $0. You can artificially inflate it via legislation, but in general, guess what? If the work you're providing is not worth, $15 an hour, $20 an hour, well, then they just can't afford to pay you because you're not providing $15, $20 worth of value to the company. And therefore, you got to go. And, businesses will take a hit and they'll say, you know what? We can't afford to employ people, so we'll employ robots. We'll automate. We'll get rid of tellers at checkout counters, and we'll just have self-checkout stuff. Okay, great, that works. You're going to have some theft, but you know what? We can't afford to pay people $20. Not a great way to go. So now there's people are unemployed. And I mean, again, what do you want? Who do you want to benefit here? There's trade-offs either way. Do you want people to be paid, kind of like what they're worth, $5 an hour for, a job that a machine could easily do? Okay, well, $5 is not enough to live on. That's probably true. Yeah, that's definitely true nowadays, I'm sure. But they're getting some skills, they're getting some labor. If they're out in the world, they might have some other opportunities as opposed to we're going to make it $20 an hour. If you get $20 an hour, if you get one of those jobs, you can better provide for yourself and your livelihood. But way more people are going to be out there doing it. And therefore, there's far less people out there that are gaining skills and are becoming, more productive members of society over a long period of time by doing, lower tier menial jobs. Obviously, I'm willing to be convinced otherwise, but this is certainly my contention, always has been as far as the minimum wage goes. And yeah, this is more evidence. And this is even showing that, let's see, this video I believe is 2025. Let's check. Yeah, May 28th, 2025. That means that this is now hitting the larger companies too. So they are no longer being insulated from this. And this means that the mom and pop shops, your, local burger joint is toast. There's no coming back from them. They're done. You'd have to straight up outlaw the minimum wage if you wanted to give those people any chance to compete in the market. But I don't know. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. Good luck in all your endeavors. Good luck in all your endeavors. You need the luck twice. Thank you very much for your time and attention. I'll say farewell for now.